Hey guys, it's Kaelin and I am back with another video. You know what to do, you know why you're here, you know you gotta subscribe. So I don't know if you guys like the long intros. I talk a lot. I'm trying to like cut down on that so we can get to the meat of the discussion, especially with like the discussion ones. Again, I'm a rambler. But hey, you know, it's Kaelin, me, what's up? If you are new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you are not new here, what's up? Welcome back. For the guys that are returning and you haven't subscribed, I'm judging you. There's no time like the present, so hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification so you can see all of my new videos because I will be uploading more videos. But let's just jump right into this good old here topic. Okay, so again, I'm hitting you with the mukbang. I didn't get ketchup. This is a corn burger, by the way. I'm gonna need some ketchup. Hold on, I can't. Alright, got my boy Hunt. Stay hydrated. Jumping into the mukbang, whatever. Today is going to be talking about disclosing your status. As everybody here probably knows, I have HIV. I'm HIV positive, and I just feel like a sense of duty, to talk about like hard topics like this. I promise I will get back to the regular topics, lighthearted ones at some point in time that affect my community. This being one of them. Today, we'll be discussing disclosing your status. If you didn't know that I had HIV, there's the story kind of thing. I'll put it in one of the cards or something. But yes, I'm HIV positive. Woo! But I am undetectable. I'll get more into that later, but that's a good thing. And there are many people who have STDs. Yes, girl. I know you don't want to say it, but you know somebody. I'm sorry to burst your bubble, but you know somebody who has some type of STD or has had some type of STD, or you yourself has some type of STD. And that is 100% normal. It's not necessarily okay, because nobody wants STDs. They're not fucking fun. But that's the thing. People wear condoms. I'm pretending like it's not a thing is part of the problem. Also, not talking about it and having a conversation is part of the problem. And like I said, though it is super common, people don't necessarily want to talk about it. Which is kind of where I feel jaded. Because like no one had a lot of those conversations with me. Like even parents, especially for my generation, a lot of parents don't necessarily know how to have those conversations with their kids or don't feel comfortable having those conversations with their kids. Especially with people that are in the community because we are queer or gay or lesbian or whatever. And so a lot of times, unless you are out very early on, you get the wrong type of information. Because girl, I can tell you how to have a kid, but at that point in time, I know shit about being gay when I don't have a kid. We need to be comfortable and able to have these conversations because they are super important, especially within interpersonal relationships. When you are dealing with partners, you don't have to necessarily tell your friend all your business. I mean, I would hope that you can tell your friend your business or some of your business at least, but you don't have to tell them everything. But if you're having sex with somebody, you need to be able to have a conversation about your sexual health. Oh, I dropped a fry. You need to be able to have the conversation with your sexual partner. Like, that's a thing. And it shouldn't be weird. It shouldn't be like a taboo subject. It should be like, just like y'all are finna have whole ass sex. Y'all need to be talking. But in order to feel comfortable talking about it, you need to necessarily know about it. And though this video is not necessarily going to be the end all be all for the explanations of every sexually transmitted disease, because I don't have every other STD, so I don't necessarily know everything about those. I do know about HIV. So that's the one we're talking about today. Y'all, I'm really gonna miss Texas because I got the best fucking food. Even though it's chicken and fries, that was good when y'all sleep. Also, today I did try to pick out just the drumsticks and I was like, bitch, this is too much. So for y'all that do that, extra. So, to get started, first thing I want to say is HIV and AIDS are two separate things. They are two different things. One is, yes, tied to another one. You will get AIDS if you have HIV. You can't get AIDS without having HIV. But you can have HIV and not necessarily be classified as an AIDS patient. Goes in and screws up your immune system, which is your body's natural defense against other things. So technically, inherently, HIV is not going to make you sick. However, it makes it easier for you to get sick and not be able to fight them off. That's essentially what it is. It's not like something where like you like start turning into a mutant or something. It's nothing like that. It's nothing super dramatic. And that's the crazy thing, is that a lot of people don't even know that they have it because they aren't getting tested. Go get tested. And when they get it, they don't necessarily know that they have it because some people don't actually get symptoms. Some people don't have any signs of it until either it's too late or they get really sick and it's just like, oh shit, girl, you have HIV. You need to go get that checked out. It is best to go get tested so you can know about it super early on. The earlier you know about it, the better you can treat it, and the less of an effect it has on your body, in a nutshell. From then, you can go one of two ways. If you don't get treated, if you don't get on your medication, you can end up getting AIDS. And once you get AIDS, once you're classified as getting AIDS, you won't be able to like not be classified as not being an AIDS patient. Like you can't like unbe AIDS, I guess. And also, you're more prone to opportunistic infections, which are essentially infections that will fuck you up. Or, like I said earlier, you can become undetectable. What undetectable means is that basically after you take your medication, especially if you like take them early on, you can suppress the virus so much to where there's not a detectable amount in your blood. Yeah, essentially, it's an undetectable amount of HIV in your bloodstream, which, with that being said, you are not able to transmit HIV. You are not able to transmit HIV if you are undetectable. So that's for the people in the back. But that doesn't mean you are safe. It doesn't mean you can go back willy-nilly doing whatever you want. But it doesn't mean you're invincible against every other STD that's out there. And you don't want to mix STDs. You don't want to start getting multiple of those at the same time, because then it's just like, girl, that's a lot. And so down. Wear condoms. And two, they can start having complications with each other, with the medicine that you take. It can end up just being a really long, shitty experience. Who wants that? So this is why you have the conversations. If you're having sex, you can talk about it. Period. So in preparing for this conversation, I'm a person that likes to say it super early on. I just go ahead and get it over with because I don't have time. I'm a person that catches feelings. So it's like, if this is the one that's gonna stop you, this will be the one that'll stop you. So let's go ahead and get it out there. So if you don't fuck with it, cool, bet, goodbye. I don't have no feelings towards you, whatever. Because that's the reason why you stop dating somebody. Like later on, you can catch feelings, they can feel betrayed, a whole bunch of shit happens. So I just tell people early on, and because I am super confident in it and I know about it, it makes them also more confident in it. And like they are more willing to, if they were like against it beforehand, they'll at least do the research about it. And that's the best thing I can ask for, is that you do your research about it and that you get to know about it. And maybe down the line, they may be more open to dating someone that is HIV positive, whatever. Or it may just prevent them from getting HIV because now they know more about it. Either way, it's a win-win situation, even if we don't end up together. I'm okay. It's good being by myself, girl. So when I do prepare to have the conversation though, I do kind of, not necessarily throw it in, but I make sure that we're having like a lighthearted conversation beforehand, because I don't want it to seem like super tense, because it isn't a super tense thing. But I do just kind of like talk about it, and I'll mention it somewhat casually, or I'll just say, you know what, hey, this is my situation, or I'll bring up a story about it, whatever may happen. However comfortable I feel at that time. For some people, I would say have it in an open place. And if it's a hookup situation, you tell them immediately. For anybody who gets locations, you need to send it. But if it's like a dating situation, maybe not on the first date if you don't feel comfortable, but the second date, third date, you know, you're out somewhere public, have the conversation, say, hey, you know, this is my situation, and totally cool with it if you don't want to move forward with this, but this is the situation. If you would like to learn more about it, I would love to be able to give you the knowledge about it, even if you don't want to date me, if you don't want to talk to me, if you don't want to sleep with me, whatever, just to spread the knowledge, just so you can be aware for yourself. And I feel like it's something I should tell you, because there are legal ramifications for not telling people. For certain STDs, especially HIV, and in certain states, there are legal ramifications for not telling somebody that you are HIV positive. So you need to tell them. You need to tell people. I know it can be hard, so I always try to have it in a space that you feel comfortable, somewhere where you feel safe, where your life isn't in danger, because people do die behind this for some god-awful reason. And make sure that you are honest about it up front. It's the biggest thing. Also, make sure that it is a person that you feel comfortable with. Again, if it's a hookup situation, kind of throw that out the window. You just need to tell them. If they say no, move on to the next person, because I promise you there's other people down the line. However, if it's not in that situation and it's in like a dating situation or a friend situation or whatever, make sure that you feel comfortable talking to that person about it. If it's somebody that you wouldn't even tell, like, you lost $20 to, you don't need to tell them shit about your life. Move on. And they probably shouldn't be your friend, or you shouldn't be fucking with them anyway, but that's a whole nother story. You probably shouldn't be fucking with them or being their friend or associated with them, period. But that's a whole nother story. I digress. But overall, you should be able to have that conversation. It almost is like coming out again, and that can be sort of triggering for a lot of people. But if your family knows, or if you have like, tell your support system first, because those are the people that are going to be able to get you comfortable with it. So anybody that you really, really trust, like if it's a best friend or your parents or a sibling or something, let them know, because having a support system is going to be super, super beneficial for you. Even if it's a counselor or a therapist or something, like tell somebody so you can have that openness to talk to somebody about it with, so you can feel comfortable having the conversation, period. And then the next step can be like, okay, cool, you want to start venturing out and dating or having sex again. It'll be a little easier to have those conversations because you've had them beforehand with other people. So you've at least been able to wrap your mind around it. And also making sure that you are super knowledgeable about your sexual health. That means going to your doctor visits. That means getting checked up on every 3-6 months or whatever. If you are not HIV positive, getting your STD checks for every 3 to 6 months, however often you have sex. Girl, I don't care if it's even 1 month. Do it. Making sure that you know everything about yourself, because you don't want any surprises and you don't want anybody saying, oh, they didn't tell me or whatever. And you also just want to know for yourself. Like, girl, like, it's so much better to know, especially if you know something's wrong already, you just don't know what it is. It's better to know what it is, because then you can learn how to fix it. I also will link down some places where you can get a lot of information on HIV or any other STDs, so you can do your own research about it, because I don't need nobody going to WebMD and thinking that they're about to die, because that's not the case. And I will also leave resources, because if you are not HIV positive, you need to be on PrEP. You need to be on PrEP, because if I would have known about PrEP, girl, I would have definitely been on that shit, period. Even though I wasn't having sex that often, nor am I now, I still would have been on it. And that's on period. And a lot of times you can get it for free or at a super low cost. And if you are HIV positive, I also link down some places to where you can get either discounts on medication or places where you can like learn about different programs that will be able to help offset the cost for labs or doctor visits or medication in general, all of the things. So I'll link that stuff below. Please check the links below, because I do try to make sure that this information is there for you guys, because I know that not everybody can afford them, and because big pharmaceutical companies fucking suck. Yeah, I said it. And if there's a boy or a girl out there who doesn't want to fuck with you because, well, oh, you have HIV, you probably shouldn't be fucking with them anyway, and fuck them. Girl, there's somebody else who will love you, who will be there for you, whatever, and you don't make them, no. And if they don't want to talk about it, they kind of seem tense about having a conversation, period, you need to run, because that means that they don't give a fuck about their sexual health, and they don't give a damn about yours either. It's a red flag. So yeah, fuck that nigga, move on, and speaking on your truth, because I think that that is something that I didn't necessarily get to benefit from beforehand, and that's kind of what I'm doing now, because I didn't necessarily know about HIV or even was super confident in my sexuality, so I never could speak my truth, and I never could understand my sexual health fully, because I didn't necessarily want to. In hindsight, being 2020, that could have been the difference between me knowing more about HIV and knowing how to prevent myself from getting HIV, and or what I should have done in the process early on, because I have made mistakes. I've definitely like been a learning process, but that would have helped me early on, is by being able to speak my truth and understand my truth, and being able to do my own research, which I didn't do. So hopefully you do that. Don't make the same mistake I did, girl. I'm putting the links below. I'm letting you know about it. We right here. There's no excuse. You're not knowing shit. Damn it, making me cuss. No, but in all seriousness, you guys know that I love you guys, and I just want you guys to be safe. I know that it's 5 months, so you know the girls out there, y'all are doing stuff. So just be safe, okay? Okay. Other than that, that's all I want to tell you guys. Have fun. Be safe, live your life, do your research, and get tested. Wear a condom. But I don't have anything else to say. Hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, and come over here. Watch. It's over here. Tap in this. I ain't got nothing to talk.